Hello and welcome to some more Star Citizen. Today we're going to talk about frequently and commonly asked questions. I get asked by a lot of people what Star Citizen is, why I've spent so much money on it, when's it going to be out, what's going to be out with it, what exactly is it, all this, loads of stuff. So hopefully with this video we're going to answer some of the questions that has plagued people that have no idea what Star Citizen is. So what is Star Citizen? Star Citizen is a PC exclusive, massively multiplayer online, hybrid, first-person shooter, spaceflight, trade, combat and exploration game. This is referred to as the PU, or Persistent Universe. There is also a large single-player co-op campaign called Squadron 42. The multiplayer aspect will be incredibly sandbox and largely freeform, whereas Squadron 42 will be a series of missions that are more linear in comparison. It's going to be like Free Space or Wing Commander, but you can get out of your chair, walk around your ship, board other ships, fight on space stations, trade and explore. The game is currently being developed, it's being published in-house, so there's no publisher, and is currently the most crowdfunded thing of all time, with over $83 million in pledges. So how do you play? How do you get involved? Well, you can purchase game packages that include a copy of the game once it's released, a ship, of which there are many to choose from, and access to either the alpha, beta, or modules. There's also Squadron 42 Chapter 1, which will be included in some game packages as well. Squadron 42 will be a 3-chapter game, but basically each of those chapters will be individually purchased, they're single player, and they're all planned to be AAA titles in their own right. They're all going to be their own separate games, basically. Alpha accounts will have access to all the game modules without needing to purchase separate passes. Beta accounts will have access to all the beta modules once they've gone into beta, and the full release of the game, but require $5 passes for each of the alpha modules to participate. Once you have a game package and created an account on the RSI website, link in the description, you can then download the game client from the website. How many ships are there and what can I choose? Well, one of the strongest pulls to Star Citizen, and the main reason it's making so much money in pledges, is its beautiful vast range of ships that keeps on growing. Ships for purchase range from starter ships like the Aurora or Mustang series, which are around $30 to $50, all the way up to the extremely limited $2,500 of the Javelin Destroyer capital ship. Only a starter ship and game package is required to play though, and all ships are obtainable in-game without having to spend any more monies. There will be mining, industry, combat, capital, and pretty much any other kind of ship you can dream of. Ships are sold in phases. Concept. This is when the ship is seen for the first time normally, and comes with LTI or lifetime insurance. We'll talk more about that later. These sales are normally on for 10 days. Then there's hangar ready. You'll be able to see your ship in the hangar and interact with it. They're normally hangar sales where a ship is on sale for a limited period of time. Flight ready. This is when a ship is available to fly in Arena Commander. It will be available to purchase as upgrades for ships, standalone as a ship, as well as in game packages too. Some ships, normally military variants, are limited time sales, but all ships are available in-game without the need to spend any real money on them. When choosing a ship, go for the one that fits your budget and the one that you like the look of. Starter ships are reasonably effective at pretty much everything, and you don't need to buy anything more than that. So what's available to play now, and when's stuff going to be released? The game is currently in alpha, and different aspects of the game are being released in the form of modules. The hangar module was released back in August 2013. This is literally walking around one of a variety of hangars, looking at ships that you own and interacting with them and their loadouts on the holo table. This also acts as a gateway to the other modules, linking them. Arena Commander was released back in June 2014. This is the dogfighting module, where you can pilot ships that you own or have rented with REC, which we'll talk about later, in a variety of modes against players or AI. There's Racing, Vandal Swarm, which is a co-op survival mode against waves of enemies, Capture the Core, which is competitive capture the flag, Battle Royale, which is deathmatch, Squadron Battle, which is team deathmatch. Multi-crew ships will be functional for groups of players to fly in Arena Commander 2.0 in the future. This is currently expected to be summer 2015. Star Marine is the soon-to-be-released FPS module, comprising of 2 levels or modes on release. Satterball, an Ender's game like zero-gravity football team-based combat competitive game in the Astro Arena, and Gold Horizon Station, which is a team deathmatch kind of mode, 8v8. In this mode you have a selection of weapons and equipment to choose from: heavy, medium, light armors, grenades, assault rifles, shotguns. There's also a gravity generator in the Gold Horizon Station that you can turn on and off. In Arena Commander 3.0, the FPS and dogfighting module will cross over for a new game mode, such as Capture the Idris, where teams will fight to capture a frigate. This is where we'll actually start to see mergers of those kind of modules. The Social and Planet Side module. This is planned to be released in autumn or fall of 2015. This module will allow players to visit each other's hangars, as well as a variety of locations planet-side. It's very important to see how this meshes with the other modules, as it will be an integral part of the PU, or Persistent Universe. The PU, or Persistent Universe. This is literally all of the modules being brought together into a single game. It's where we will be playing Star Citizen once it's released. We can expect to see an early build of the PU, or Persistent Universe, at the end of 2015. Squadron 42, or the single player module we discussed earlier, is likely to be released as all the other modules in alpha at the end of 2015, possibly at the beginning of 2016. The commercial release of the game is planned for somewhere in 2016. What is the PTU? The PTU is the Public Test Universe. This is not to be confused with the PU, which is the Persistent Universe. The PTU is literally the test servers, normally for pre-release alpha patches for Brave Souls to test. The PTU servers come up every so often for about a week or so to test a patch just before release. They do require you to download the PTU client through the normal game client though. LTI and Insurance. LTI is lifetime insurance. First time a ship is seen or concepted, it will go on sale with LTI as a perk. In Star Citizen, ships will require insurance, otherwise once they are destroyed, you will not receive any form of compensation. Insurance can be purchased with in-game money at an affordable cost. LTI means that you never need to purchase insurance for that ship, though you may have to wait some time before it's replaced. LTI is not that much big of a deal, as the devs have constantly and continually said. It's not going to actually aid you that much in game, unless you're incredibly forgetful. A question that often gets asked: will Star Citizen be pay to win? No. The developers have stated that Star Citizen will never be pay to win. Everything is obtainable in-game, and once the game goes live, ships will not be purchasable with real money, though that's the plan. Though I expect starter packs will still be available with ships. To be pay to win requires a game to have unique ships or perks that would only be purchasable with money. That is not the case here. There are, however, forum badges awarded to pledgers that based on the amount they pledged, and concierge status. This gives players access to a specialist customer support officer that deals with just concierge tickets. It's a customer support thing. And in future they will also gain some game aesthetic items or non-game related perks. Nothing to give them an advantage in-game. You will, however, be able to buy limited amounts of the in-game currency, UEC, with real money, though this will be regulated. So, in-game currencies, REC and UEC. UEC, or United Earth Credits, is the game currency for Star Citizen. Everything in the game will be translated into UEC, whether you're buying from aliens or humans. You can purchase items for use in-game using UEC currently in the Voyager Direct store from the RSI website. You can purchase UEC with real money in the Pledge store now. Each account can only hold 150,000 UEC before game release, and no more than 25,000 UEC can be purchased in a 24-hour period. REC, or rental equipment credits, will enable you to rent virtual ships and equipment for use in the modules Arena Commander and Star Marine. You can earn REC by playing in public matches in Arena Commander and Star Marine again. Each item rented will come with 7 24-hour tokens. The token starts being consumed once you play, and another will not start being consumed until you log on again after that 24-hour period. So, how are the servers going to work? There's going to be one server effectively that everyone connects to, the Persistent Universe. One world, but instanced to a certain amount of players in any given zone. So you might have 3,000 people in the same zone, but 3 instances of that zone with 1,000 players in each, for example. Friends, enemies, targets, people of interest. When you move into a zone, the server will try and put you in the same instance as some of those people. So if you've got anyone that you're looking for, if you've got friends that you want to play with, we'll try and always put you with those people. When you do something like kill a pirate, that data will be uploaded and the server will work out how the universe is affected. Kill a lot of pirates in the system, then a planet might become more prosperous and new shipping routes might open up. If a lot of transports of base metals like iron are getting destroyed, then the price of that material might go up and increase and its availability might drop. How do subscriptions, experience and leveling work? Well, there's no leveling in Star Citizen. There is a planned reputation system though, which will sort of, the more you help the UE Navy, for example, the cheaper you would get military grade equipment from them. But your assets, your UEC, your United Earth credits, your skill, knowledge, will all act as your level effectively. Subscription wise, you do not need a subscription to play. Once you've purchased a game package, you're in. There are voluntary subscriptions available that currently help fund shows, newscasts, development podcasts. They also give perks in the form of REC each month, rental equipment credits, the virtual currency for renting equipment. So what happens when you die in game? Well, there is permadeath in this system. Well, sort of. If you're fatally injured, you might respawn at a hospital with a bionic leg or arm. Die too much, though, and you will eventually be dead. Though you can just create a new character that inherits all of your old character's stuff, though you may receive some penalties to your reputation. NPCs are very much in the game and very much killable in the same way too. Players can employ NPCs with in-game monies to do a variety of roles for them, including helping them crew a multi-crew ship. So what communities can I get involved in if I want to talk to people or I want to play Star Citizen with other people? There are loads of communities to get involved with when it comes to Star Citizen. Lots of Facebook groups, forums on the RSI website, Reddit/r/StarCitizen as well, and organisations. Organisations are in-game groups of players working towards a common goal. There are tools and links in the description below to help you find an organisation and group, and you can browse the organisation page on the RSI website. It's worth shopping around though for players that you enjoy playing with and that suit your style. Something I want to add to the end of the FAQ, Star Citizen is an open development process. So that means that your bug reports, your ideas, feedback actually make a difference. Make sure you participate in polls, share your ideas, get involved, but be friendly and respect others, even if they show you or your ideas no respect themselves. Anyway guys, I hope that answers at least some of the commonly asked questions about Star Citizen. If you have any other questions or anything you'd like to add, please do in the comments below. I do try to read all of them. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, it really does help me, and I will see you in the verse.